Hello everyone, it's Colby, and today I'm joined with my buddy Philip again,
Hi.
and we are going to go through all of the Bard subclasses. We have gone through a lot of subclasses already. As you can see on screen here, we've done Barbarian, Clerk, Artificer. Okay, there's too many, I don't want to keep listing these off. Done a decent amount of the classes. Still have a few left, but we're getting through them. If you haven't watched any of those videos, check them out on our channel. And just a note about this rankings. These rankings are very subjective. They're our personal opinion. And it's really about what subclasses we would play if we had to play that class. Because there's some classes we're not too fond about, but that really shouldn't affect like the quality of the subclass and how much we like it within that class. So like Monk, we're not a big fan of playing it, or Blood Hunter, but there's still some Monk and Blood Hunter subclasses that are up there. Did I miss anything, Philip?
No, Bard is good though. I like Bard.
Oh, like and subscribe. Yes, Bard is good.
Smash that bell icon, guys.
I didn't think I'd ever be able to get you to say that.
Why?
I don't know.
I hit the bell icon for your channel.
There you go. Be like Philip.
Yeah. It's great. The videos usually come out like as I'm getting off work. It's great timing.
Yeah, perfect. Do the same work schedule as Philip too.
Watch it while I make supper.
Yeah, do that too. Well, let's start off with the College of Creation.
I love it. S.
Okay, I didn't have it that high.
I love creation. Like Bard is just such a high starting point. And this one is just really fun. Like the mode of potential is really fun. If you use your Bardic Inspiration on an ability check, then it does special stuff. If you do it on an attack roll, it does something different. Saving throw does something. You know, depending on what you use your Bardic Inspiration for, it does different things, which I really like. Because with the ability check, your Bardic Inspiration has advantage.
Yeah.
With the attack roll, it does a little bit of damage. The saving throw, it does a little bit of temp hit points. It's not a lot, but I like modifiers to the Bardic Inspiration because on its own, people just kind of forget to use it. So giving other reasons to use it, I'm all for.
Yeah, and I've found a lot of subclasses actually end up doing that. They're like revolved around adding things.
Something with it. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I do love mode of potential for sure. I'm not a big fan of performance of creation though.
Oh, I love it.
Really? It doesn't excite me. It's just making an object.
I absolutely love it. It makes it, if you're playing with encumbrance, this is one of the most useful abilities in the game because you don't need any gear. Because you can just make it. Need a rope? Make it. Need some cooking utensils? Make them. Only lasts an hour, but who cares?
Yeah, I guess those things are just so like cheap. Like if you thought of getting them, like I don't know.
If you're playing with encumbrance and stuff, this is great. Also, you can make stuff and sell it.
That's true. You are able to make stuff. Can't be more than 20 times your bard level, which I guess does get up there, especially in higher levels.
Yeah, at level 5, that's 100 gold.
Yeah, and I do like animating performance. I think it's a cool little companion.
Well, it's just a little ability like the animate object spell. You know, like it's cool. It's like one item is a better aspect of animate objects, and then you can also take animate objects as a bard. Like you can really lean into this whole situation. And it's a dancing item. It's not just an animated item, which I also like.
Yeah, it's true. Creative Crescendo, it just doubles down on more creating items. I honestly had this one as a B. I did not have it as an S.
I really like creation because it's fun. Also, like, you don't really think about the gear unless you are someone that thinks about it. Like, I try to use gear in different ways, and if I had this, then I can just constantly be thinking of different ways to do it and not have to think like, oh, I have to go pick this up. I can, in a fight when not on my turn, think of something and then just do it. Like, as an action, you can just make some ball bearings.
Yeah, I guess that's pretty helpful.
You know, as an action, make a net.
Yeah.
Make a bear trap.
It still wouldn't be an S, even with you convincing me a little bit. I'd probably put it at like a low A. There's other ones I just want to play more. For sure.
I just really like this one.
But is this like your favorite Bard subclass?
No.
Okay. So you comfortable with this being like a high A?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. A third row of A's.
I like all the Bard subclasses except one.
Yeah, I found it a little bit difficult to rank them. Like, to not have it heavy.
All good, except one of them, because another one just does it better.
I think I know what you're talking about, but
yeah,
we will get to that one. And I'm gonna bet it's not Eloquence.
No, I don't really want to play Eloquence. You know, like it's really good. It could be fun to play it and everything. It's just you can already get expertise in this stuff.
Yeah.
So you know, the Silver Tongue ability, it doesn't really help that much. It certainly does help, but not a whole lot. Also, failing those checks make for some of the funniest moments.
Yeah, but I mean,
always succeeding is boring.
But I do like I am fine with a subclass that's dedicated to that.
Oh, absolutely!
For a Bard.
I think that this is great, and I love that it leans into this play style.
Yeah.
It's just I don't want to play it.
What did you put it as?
I had it in C because I don't want to play it.
Okay.
But like, I certainly would play it over another one.
Yeah, I had it in A, and that's mainly because like I played it. This is the subclass that my Leonin was in that one-off, and I really enjoyed Unsettling Words. To be honest, like, because there were
the nice thing about Unsettling Words is you can use it then cast a spell.
Yeah, and that's the nice thing is because like if I wanted something to land, I would just use Unsettling Words first, and then it would just increase the chance, and like it usually did help.
Yeah, the only problem I have with Unsettling Words is cutting words for the College of Lore is better.
Yeah, because that's a reaction, right?
It's cutting words is just Bardic Inspiration, but to negative.
Yeah.
Like it's all Bardic Inspiration, not just saving throws.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so it's just better because it's not just hey you get a lower saving throw because you can also affect their attacks and everything. So
yeah, I also do like Unfailing Inspiration.
I do like this subclass. I've played a Bard with this subclass before. Mm-hmm. It's a fun time. Every Bard is a fun time. Honestly, you could play a Bard without a subclass and you'd have a good time. You know what I mean? Like this one, the aspect that it leans into, I really enjoy. It's just you can do most of the things that it has without the subclass. Like creation, you can't really do its abilities without the subclass. This one you can.
Yeah, I mean, I still really like it. I would definitely put it as
makes sense that you would.
Yeah, so I put it as an A. You put it as a C.
Yeah.
Split the middle. Split the difference.
Sure.
I'm gonna keep saying split the middle apparently in every one of these videos.
Oh yeah, we got you into the habit. It's great.
I'll make an. It's not the saying. It's terrible. Oh, I just put Glamour instead of Eloquence. Whoops. Well,
Okay,
Glamour.
Instead of split the middle, just start saying meet in the difference.
Meeting the difference. Yeah. At least I'll be consistently inconsistent.
Yep.
Or consistently wrong.
I had Glamour and A.
I also had Glamour in A. I think it's a pretty easy A. Like,
I agree. It's I really like Mantle of Inspiration.
yeah,
It's just silly.
it's great.
Like I love that you just give a bunch of temp hit points because you just look so inspiring to them.
I
'Cause
know.
You're so good looking. I love that. And enthralling performance is cool. You know, perform for a minute, you can enthrall people. It can be very useful. Like if you need to get information from people at a tavern and then your bard just goes and starts playing,
Yeah.
that's so helpful.
Yeah, because you're at a tavern a lot and you can just go do it.
Yeah.
Doesn't take
or,
long.
Like go street performing or something. You know, like it's with it only taking a minute to start. It's great because it's not short enough to work in a battle, which who cares? But
Yep.
it's quick enough that you can actually do it while someone's talking to them.
Yeah.
Mantle of Majesty is cool. It's
Before
not great, but
before
it's
we
cool.
continue, are you like
Mm-hmm.
really close to your mic or something? I can like hear you like inhaling and outhailing
Oh,
a decent amount. Like it sounds different.
let's turn my gate up. There you go.
I don't know. Tell me a story quickly.
I don't know. I just turned my gate up.
I mean, I don't really hear like
Just
you
breathe a
breathing.
lot.
I'll do the opposite. I'll just breathe. None. Okay. Well, we were on.
It's not registering my breathing.
Cool. Yeah, Glamour is just a great idea. At first, like, I wasn't even that interested in it because it's not really the type of character I would play. But when I started reading like what it does, it made me want to play that type of character because they're just great. And Mantle of Majesty is also great.
It's fine. Like, Mantle of Majesty is okay because like command is a good spell, and using it as a bonus action is good. It's just it's just fine because you can only use it once per long rest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not a bad ability. It's just
No, I mean I just like it. I like
it's just okay.
I like being able to use command, and like as a bonus action, you're probably using your bonus action for other things too. So it just adds
Yeah,
like
Bardic Inspiration.
yeah, like just adds like another option. But no, it's not amazing. It's just I think it's good. I wouldn't say it's fine. Good.
Mm-hmm.
And then Unbreakly Majesty just doubles down on that. Like you're just
Yeah,
gorgeous.
I love it. You're too pretty to get hit.
Yeah,
Not the face.
it's great. So let's throw Glamour in an easy A, and let's move on to the easy S, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Lore?
Lore is the strongest
Yeah.
of the Bard subclasses, easily, because of additional magical secrets.
Yep, and Cutting Words is great.
Yeah. Cutting Words is just always useful. I find using your Bardic Inspiration dice against enemies or to buff yourself is always better, because whenever I give Bardic Inspiration to a friend, they always forget they have it.
Yep, that's absolutely true.
Or it doesn't even matter. Because it's rare that they miss within 6. It's usually either they really, really pass or really, really fail.
Yeah, absolutely. And like Peerless skill is not amazing, but just additional magic secrets and Cutting Words is good enough.
Yeah.
And like bonus proficiencies.
Additional magical secrets is so good.
Yeah.
Being able to take cleric spells or wizard spells as a bard is so cool. Like, I mean, if you watch Critical Role, that's why Scanlan has a Big B's hand. because of magical secrets. I don't think it's additional magical secrets, but it's because of magical secrets. Because bards get it later as well. This just gives you even more.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't count against the number of bard spells you know, which is great.
Yeah.
Get extra spells?
Yeah,
Yes,
so
please.
this subclass has it all for a bard. It has something that enhances its bardic inspiration and its spell casting.
And you get
it's
3 extra skills.
yeah, which is also very bard-like, so I
Mhm.
think lore is absolutely an easy A.
S.
Easy S, you are correct there. And let's move on to spirits. This is a D for me.
I had in B.
I'm not interested in this. I don't like Tales from Beyond.
I had it in B. I had it in C.
Okay.
Previous. And then I reread it today, like while you were getting set up. And the reason it went up a tier is some of the spirit tales are pretty cool.
They are.
And-
I just don't like that you're like casting it on someone and like it could be bad or good.
I like that. I like a little chaos.
I just don't want to like put that on my allies. Like I'm fine
Learning the
with.
guidance cantrip at level 3 is pretty whatever. I do. I just. I like the Tales from Beyond. I don't love them. I don't love it as an ability, but I like it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's why it made B for me, because I don't love it. I just like it. I
Yeah.
think that in the right campaign, it could be really fun.
Mhm.
Like if you had a spirits bard, a grave cleric, a necromancer wizard, and a zealot barbarian in a party, that could
Yeah.
be really fun.
Absolutely. Like I think what would make this honestly like an S or an A is just that, and this might be too powerful. Just like if you could choose to summon a good or a bad spirit, so that you can choose if it's going to be a bad thing or a good thing. That's really
Yeah,
what.
that takes out the randomness.
Well, I know, and I don't. It's just personal preference. I don't like the randomness, and I don't want to cast it on allies. I don't want to cast it on enemies either, because I don't know the positives.
I like the randomness because it a little bit of chaos that isn't enough to be annoying. Because like it could be really annoying with some subclasses that do different things. Like the Lycan Blood Hunter. There's a little bit of randomness where he might hurt his friend. I don't like that because that's all the randomness is. This one you can hurt or help.
Yeah.
So that's why it's a little bit higher for me.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Also, just, you know, in the right campaign, it's S. In the wrong campaign, it's D. So that's why I had it at B, because it's like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know, you know? Like, I'd have a good time playing this class, but...
Yeah. If you put it at B, I put it at D. Split the difference. Hey, I said it right.
No, split the middle.
Split the middle. Let's put it in C and call it there. It's also the newest subclass too. I'm surprised they don't give like additional spells. Like none of those Bard subclasses get it.
Because bards already get magical secrets.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah, Bard is one I'm fine with not getting the additional spell list, because magical secrets let you pick literally anything.
Yeah, that's true. Well, let's move on to swords then.
I had swords in A.
I put it at B, and that's just because I don't really want to play a melee bard, to be honest. Like, it just...
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I have played a melee bard, and I had a lot of fun with it. And
Yeah.
I wasn't playing a swords bard. If I was playing a swords bard, I would have done better.
You're playing Valor, probably. Or whispers?
Whispers.
Ah, fair enough. We'll definitely get the whispers.
Yeah.
But
I like the swords bard. I like the idea of being like the slick talking swordsman. I feel like if you were to take this and multi-class into a swashbuckler, that would be a really fun character.
yep, or just have mobile feet.
Well, if you multi-class into swashbuckler, you also get sneak attack.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, just the idea of like you're just like a smooth talking pirate. You know what I mean? Like thrashing around, you play a little pirate tune to cast magic. That's really fun.
Yep. And I like the flourishes. I guess I was also just a little bit disappointed about everything after the flourishes. It's like you get extra attack and you get Master's Flourish, which just doesn't seem that exciting. Like I might multi-class into this as another class. 3rd level is good, but it's just not very exciting later level. It's a good thing that Bard is more solid.
Bard is also you get all the spells. You know, like Bard is already such a high bar.
Yeah.
That, like this just gives you the ability to actually fight up close. You get medium armor. You get a scimitar, which is basically just a pirate sword. You know, and it makes it so that it wants you to actually be in there doing it. This is like Blade Singer for Bard.
Yeah, that's true. I do like Blade Singer more for sure, but
well,
yeah.
A College of Swords Bard would probably destroy a Blade Singer wizard in a one-on-one fight. Yeah. Just because, like, you get way more hit points, you get medium armor. Blade Singer doesn't, and you know, like Bard spells are really good at either like hypnotizing a big group or focusing on one person.
Yeah.
So, with that, close quarters. Bards are very strong because you can take someone out of the fight really easily.
So you put it at A, I put it at B. I don't really care about insisting it be in B or not, to be honest. Like, I can see how it being an A, it's just personal preference. Of like, I don't want to play a melee bard. So we can put it in A.
Yeah, like each spellcaster, except Druid, has a melee weapon fighting subclass. With Blade Singer, Swords Bard.
Yep.
Forge Domain for some reason, Cleric.
Yeah.
Hexblade Warlock. Well, I guess Sorcerer doesn't either.
No, it doesn't. But let's move on to the second sword wielding one.
Easy D.
The only reason it's not a D for me is because of the 14th level feat. You can do an extra attack as a bonus action if you cast a bard spell, which I like. You know, that's what I want to do as a melee bard, to be honest. I want to cast spells and attack at the same time. At 14th level, it probably comes a little bit late. It's not even that big of a deal to do a bonus action, use your bonus action for an extra attack. But that's why it's not a D. It's a C for me. I'm not defending it that much. It's not that great of a subclass. I just like that last trait.
Well, and I don't know if you noticed this, Colby.
What?
You still need to hold your instrument.
Oh, okay.
A Swords Bard, your weapon is your spellcasting focus. A Valor Bard, it is not.
Okay, well that's kind of broke. That's annoying. And you don't get your shield. Well, you don't get your +2 to AC. That's... I probably still wouldn't put it as a D. I don't think it's that bad.
I do. I do, because Swords is just Valor better.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have no reason to ever play a Valor Bard, because Swords is there.
Swords is absolutely better. Like, when I was looking at this, I was like, well, I can't put this above swords or even equal to swords because it's not at all
No.
equal
Yeah,
or
like
better.
I have it in D because I would never play a Valor Bard. Because why would I when I could play a Swords Bard?
Yeah. I don't know, like, they completely overrode this subclass with swords. Like, there's not much benefit, if there even is benefit. Like, you get a little bit more AC with combat inspiration, but whatever.
But you can also just have the shield spell.
Yeah. So, Calls of Valor, I'm perfectly fine being a D. I think one has to be on the bottom, and
It's the only one in D for me, and it's because there's no reason to play it, because there's another subclass that is the same idea, but implemented better.
yeah.
You know, it'd be like if they made another assassin rogue that had more abilities and not just, hey, you surprised someone and did crit.
Yeah. Well, let's put Valor in D and move on to the last subclass, which is Whispers.
I love Whispers.
Yeah, I put it as an A. Okay. I didn't love it that much, but I think Psychic Blade does a crazy amount of damage, and it scales.
Psychic Blades is basically a sneak attack.
It's crazy. I love it.
It's so good. Colby, this is the character I played in your first campaign.
Oh, I noticed that. Yeah, like words of... Oh, Mantle of Whispers, I recognize. And I love Mantle of Whispers. Like, you can basically become someone by stealing their shadow. That's
it's
super
very
cool.
situational.
It came up.
I used it. I also like manufactured reasons to use it. Like, you can't really use it in a pinch. It's more of like, I know I'm gonna need this, and you gotta find someone that it's good to use it on.
Yeah.
I love it. Like, you even get to know information about the person that you personify. Because Mantle of Whispers, you become the person for an hour, and you learn enough information to pass yourself off as them. That's super. You don't even have to use it to infiltrate somewhere. You can just do it, and then you get to know its background and personal life.
Yeah.
That's still useful, and you could just become someone and then, like, answer questions to your party.
Yeah, like, it puts, like, Disguise Self and, like, a lot of other disguise spells. Like, I remember there was a rogue class that was, like, all about, like, mimicking someone, and it did it terribly. But, like, this just gives this at 6th level, and it just puts that to shame, to be honest.
Yeah. Also, I really like Words of Terror. I used it a lot. This is, hey, you're talking to someone. They need to make a save now, because I've been talking to them for a minute. Oh, they're frightened. Sucks to be you.
Yeah, now you have quite the advantage on them.
You go into a fight with someone that can talk. Just talk to them for a minute first.
Just let the villain monologue for a minute.
Hey, why are you doing that? You know? Like,
tell me your life story.
Well, Psychic Blades is so strong, and it's weapon attack on Psychic Blades.
Oh yeah.
So you can use a bow. That's what I did.
That's what I love about it too, is you can use a bow. And like, as a bard, if I'm gonna use like a weapon, it probably would be a bow, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you have a nice DM, the ideal situation is you get it like a cartoon where you have a guitar that you can pull one of the strings back like a bow.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
that's only if you have a nice DM.
That's pretty cool. That might be something like higher level I'd absolutely be down for, because whatever.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Also, it's really easy to get around needing to hold an instrument, because you can just like take flute, which is tiny. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's really easy to get around that, because have a light instrument that only takes one hand.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with Whispers being up with lore. I think it's a great subclass.
Yeah. Well, and we didn't even talk about the 14th level ability, Shadow Lore, which it's just scary. You just magically whisper to someone that you can see within 30 feet that you can hear, and they make a wisdom save. And if not, then they think that you just like describe their most mortifying secret to them. You don't actually know what it is even. They just think you know. So then they're charmed because they're like, no, don't tell anyone.
Yeah, it's great. This subclass is amazing. It's great thematically. Like it's called the College of Whispers, and every little bit is like Psychic Blades is all about like well, you do psychic damage, right? Yeah, you do
Yeah.
with your attacks. So every little bit of it is just
Yeah, I've played this subclass twice. Both are two of my favorite characters I've ever played.
yeah,
Um, this subclass also, if you are playing this subclass, you can multi-class into a martial class really well, and the Psychic Blades do wonders
yeah,
because it uses your Bardic Inspiration, which, let's be honest, your teammates rarely use anyway. So it
yeah,
gives you a use for your Bardic Inspiration, and so, like, say for example, you were to, oh, I don't know, multi-class into an Assassin Rogue and get the drop on someone. So it's an auto crit with Psychic Blades and Sneak Attack.
yeah.
That's scary.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of D6s.
Yeah. So Bard is pretty heavily skewed to the top. That's not entirely surprising because this is also the only class we put as S, and they're all good. Like it's a good class, good
Bard is
subclasses.
just solid.
Yeah,
Like it's just a good spellcast. It's a level 9 spellcaster that can do anything. Like Bard and Cleric both can fill any role in the party.
Mm-hmm.
But Cleric feels like it can do any role better than other people. Bard feels like it's like the substitute for any role, which I prefer. Like the spellcasting, not as strong as Wizard or Sorcerer, but it's still really strong. And if you're the only spellcaster, you don't feel weak. You can get up close and personal if you're Whispers or Swords or something. You can be a healer. Bards get a bunch of healing spells.
Yeah.
You can do utility spells. You can use magical secrets to get all the fireball and lightning bolts you want. You know, like it can do anything, but not better than the other classes, which is great.
Yep. Jack of all trades, master of none.
That's still better than being a master of none.
Yes.
No, master of one, not none.
Master of one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole saying. A lot of people don't know at the end.
Yeah, like Barbarian, really, really, really good at melee range. But a wizard can take down a barbarian, and a bard can take down a barbarian, because you just charm him.
Yep. Absolutely. So Bard, heavily skewed to the top. That's really... Oh, I'm having a hard time closing this.
Bards are just good.
Yeah. Bards are on his...
is combined our favorite class.
Yeah, and I haven't even played Bards.
Either of our favorites, but combined it is.
I haven't even played Bards that much, but every time I've played a Bard, I've enjoyed it, which I think is only once. But I just love how, like, you can't hate a Bard. Their Bards are just... I feel like I'm just repeating myself saying Bards are just great.
It's just fun.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just a fun class. It's a fun time. I really want to play a game that's just a party of Bards.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
Not a party of Bards, a band of Bards.
Yeah.
Literally a band.
Mm-hmm.
I know Eloquence being the lead singer would make sense, but get Whispers to be the lead singer because he's all edgy and like got the emo hair.
Yeah, be like a gothic rock band, but
no, punk band.
Punk band, yeah.
Gothic rock.
I don't know. I don't know music nowadays.
Like get swords on the drums with 2-weapon fighting.
Yeah, so that's all we have for Bards today. Subclasses are great, classes great. It's just all great. So let us know if you disagree. If you hate Bards, I don't know if I really want to meet you. They're a great class.
If you hate Bards, just like turn off your computer or your phone or whatever you're watching on.
But let us know in the comments why you hate Bards or why we are wrong or especially why we are right. I love to listen to people tell me that I'm right.
Oh man, I love it when people indulge my echo chamber.
Oh yeah. Chamble.
Yeah, I'm good at the English.
He is good at the English. So thanks for watching,
at least a year.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Like and subscribe, of course, for new content. We are going to be doing... Looks like we got Sorcerer, Paladin, Warlock, and Ranger left. So stay tuned for that. Check out our other subclass videos and all of the other videos we make on the channel.
We also have Druid left.
And Druid. Just, you know, the subclass didn't appear for a little bit, so. Bye, everyone.
Bye.